One of the most exciting things I've seen come up in my space, which is the real estate investing, fractionalized investing online space, is a new program by Groundfloor. Now, I've made a number of videos on my channel about Groundfloor. So let's talk a little bit about what it exactly is, what is Groundfloor, and then I'm going to tell you this new thing that they're offering, which is it's basically a traditional REIT, a REIT, and it is absolutely fantastic. Now, this is not investment advice. My name is Brian Johnson. I'm a real estate broker and I'm also in property management. I've had my real estate license for about 30 years now, so I have a lot of experience in this space. So I kind of know what I'm talking about here, you guys. And I wanted to share on this channel some ways that you can invest in real estate if you can't, let's say you can't afford to go buy an investment property, or you just don't want the management hassles of investment properties. So there's a number of platforms out there that you can invest in fractionalized real estate where you can, basically you and other investors, sometimes in and out of the US, and you can, buy into pieces of real estate in small amounts, some dollar amounts as low as $50 shares. You can of course put more money in. And one of my favorite platforms that I've talked about is Groundfloor. Now, Groundfloor is it's a website, obviously. It's a place where there's two sides of it. If it's basically for fix-up houses, investing, and borrowing. So one thing they do on one side is if you are a fix and flipper guy and you need money, sort of like hard money, that you can submit your project. You're going to flip a house in Florida. You can submit that project to Groundfloor, and they will fund it for you and fund the fix-up repair. So that's one side of it. But really the big side of it, and what I like to talk about, is the investor side of it. And that's what we get to do. We get to invest in individual properties that are being flipped. The interest rates that I'm seeing are anywhere between 9 and 14% return to us as the investors. Now, a little bit how it works. Let's say you put $100 up there and you invest in a property in Florida, or even more money, whatever amount you want to put up there. Let's just always start with $100, but it could be $100,000. It really doesn't matter, but I'm just going to tell you how it works. You invest your $100 in a house in Florida. Now, you do not receive any payments during this time while the flipper guy is, fixing up the property. At the end of his flip, when he sells the property and he pays off his note, his loan to Groundfloor, he pays that off with interest. Now, he also doesn't have payments. That's one of the nice things for these guys that are flipping. It eases up the pressure a little bit. They basically, when they flip the house and they fulfill their contract, they pay back Groundfloor and they pay back all the interest, and that interest goes back to us as the investors. The way Groundfloor works is they charge this flip guy, obviously the interest is what goes to us, and then they charge him a note fee to fund the loan to him. That's how they make their money. So on our side, now this is what it looks like right here. Now look at this right here. This is how individual loans look. These are some new releases going down here. And you can see individual properties, they're graded. So you have a C, a B, a B, a B, C, a D. And the lower the grade, like a D, is a higher interest rate return to us. Now look at this one on Baltimore Avenue here at the top. It's a C grade. It's 11.5% return. It tells us there's 13 months left on this for him to flip this property. The valuation is at 69% of the after repair value, and there's 3,434 investors currently on this investing in this property. The loan amount that was given to this guy was $296,000. So you can see here's another one down here in Daytona Beach. It's a B grade, so it's also 11.5% interest. And let's look at like down here at Sarasota, Florida. This is a D like dog, and that's a 13% interest with 13 months left over. So you can kind of see right here how this works. You basically, obviously, you get to invest in individual properties. So I'm going to tell you in a minute what the exciting new opportunity is here. But I first wanted to explain exactly how this works.